Attributes Festival. And based on the votes, 44% was Charmers. Shouldn't need to say anything about it. And obviously, we had some serious changes and updates due to this event's policies. So, throughout the course of the 4 Attributes Festival, we lost out Lina Darklinks, as well as Celine, Access Code, and a few others. So to replace those in terms of Charmerlink strategies, we have Bahamut Shark spitting out Tri-Edge Levia. When it comes to Tri-Edge Levia, banish any monster that gets killed by battle off from this card, which is the real relevant of the effect. And then obviously it gotta have materials in order to do something, but it'll never happen because of Bahamut Shark. The detach 1 effect is the case is this. Target 1 face-up monster anywhere on the field, it loses 800 attack and effects negated. And it's super nice, but it's basically meant for banish any monster that gets killed off from Levia. The return of Heartland Draco, Gagaga Samurai, Babushka is added into the mix. The return of Drill Driver, Nightmare Phoenix, Cross Sheep, and Geonator has always been there since day 1. Other than that, if nothing too much else. Before we get this series of clips started, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you haven't already, hit that notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And because this is 4 attributes, depends on what the board states is looking like, I'll make sure to immediately recognize about what the opponents or what us players can and cannot do throughout the course of the game. Other than that, this hand, way past terrible if you ask me. And of course, the Loner deck of Vernicells. This is one of those Loner decks. Sleeping Bear ditched along with Rabbit, sending the Flower Girl, revive the Sleeping Bear, normal summon Sleeping Bear, Mrs. Radiant, and obviously it's one of those Loner decks to showcase off. Awakening Spell, normal Drow, special Renryu, 2 together for Reaper, revive Nefarious, change of heart, Mrs. Radiant, and then opponent scooped. And this next matchup, looking at this hand, I'd say we're doing okay. Spirit Charmers, ditch the partnerships, grab the spell, set Unpossessed, fire it off, normal Hita, draw 1, special Renryu, 2 together for Babushka, okay, first time up against Christrons. So let's see what's up with Christrons. So the gimmick of this deck is usually be during your opponent's main or battle, they usually special out the non-tuners and then put up a quick synchros. And we all know what's up with the bad Halki Fibrax. Let us not go over that because everybody and their mother knows about this card way too well. So, Christrons. Starting off fresh with Quan. During your opponent's main or battle, special one non-tuner from your hand specifically, and then put up a synchro summon of any machine. Citri here, during your opponent's main or battle, non-tuner monster in your graveyard specifically, and then put up a synchro summon of a machine, of course. And then Rion, the other Crystron tuner, banished non-tuners to put up a quick synchro of a machine. So Quan from hand, Citri from graveyard, and Rion from banished. And of course, the secret materials are shuffled from Rion, banished from Citri, and then straight up synchro summon. Now, as for the non-tuner Crystrons, press the order. Target one face-up card you control. Can't special summon from the extra deck except machines. Also, kill this card, and if you do, special one Crystron tuner from the deck. And then you can banish this. Special one Crystron from your hand, so a pretty good extension. One effect or the other, can't do both. Crystron Smiger. Target one face up card you control, same clause. Special one Crystron tuner from the deck, yeah, so same clause. Banish this, add a Crystron spell trap from deck to hand, so Stratos of Crystron spell traps. One effect or the other, can't do both. Vern. Same concept as the non-tuners. Banish this. Add a Crystron monster from deck to hand that isn't Vern. So Stratos Crystron monsters. One effect or the other, can't do both. So I'm pretty much guessing the non-tuner Crystron effects are one effect or the other, can't do both, with the exception of Sulfefnir, which is each effect. Rose Nyx, target one face up card you control. Same concept in this one. Banish this, generate a Crystron token. Machine Water, level 1, no attack, no defense, but it cannot be tributed. Synchro, link material, none whatsoever. One effect or the other, can't do both. And then Sulfefnir. In this one, I believe he does something super different rather than any of the non-tuner Crystrons. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, discard one Crystron card, spell trap included, that isn't Sulfefnir, special summon this in defense, then kill one card you control. If this card on the field gets killed by battle card effect, special one Crystron monster straight from your deck in defense. And then each effect of Sulfefnir once. Their traps, Crystron Impact. Target one of your banished Crystron monsters, special summon it, and if you do, if your opponent controls any face-up monsters, change their defense to 0. Solid. And then, except the turn it was sent to the graveyard, breakthrough skill clause. On anyone's turn, card or effect is activated that targets a Crystron monster you control, banish it, negate it. Crystron Entry. Special 2 Crystron tuners. One from hand, one from graveyard. And then breakthrough skill clause on anyone's turn. Banish this, target one Crystron monster you control, send one with a different name, or level is different actually, from that monster. And if you do, that monster's level becomes that. So level modulation, super nice. Crystallic Potential. Crystrons gain a 300 attack and defense, nice. During the end phase, you can draw cards equal to the number of Crystron synchro monsters you synchro summon this turn. So the more Crystron synchros you put up with, the more draw cards you're gonna have. As for the synchros, starting with Quandax. Obviously, literally Formula Synchron, or like literally every tuner synchro ever, including this card obviously. And then if this synchro summon card gets killed by battle or card effect, target one Crystron monster in your graveyard that isn't a synchro, special it out. Emitrix. First chance Emitrix gets synchro summon, change all face up, special summon monsters your opponent controls to face down. So Book of Eclipses, the special summon monsters. And then if this synchro summon card gets killed, target a Crystron that isn't a synchro from graveyard, special summon it, so same thing. Now, Phoenix. First chance Phoenix gets synchro summon, banish all spell traps your opponent controls and in their graveyard. So the early years of Ruddy Rose Dragon. If this card is synchro summon gets killed by battle card effect, target one other monster in your graveyard, special it out. Crystron Quarion Gandrax. First chance the card gets synchro summon, target monsters your opponent controls and or in their graveyard up to the number of synchro materials used for the synchro summon of this card, banish them. So Crystron's version of Trishula. First chance Quarion Gandrax gets killed by battle or card effect. In terms of the synchro summoned Quarion Gandrax, target one banished monster that isn't Quarion Gandrax, special summon it to your field. In terms of this card. And then Needle Fiber, self-explanatory. Other than that, let's get into this. To defense it goes, flip Unpossessed, Mirror up the Ice Barriers. During this turn, each time a card or cards is banished from your hand, field, and or graveyard by your opponent's activated monster effect. Which of course that's literally never gonna happen, by the way. Apply the following effects based on where it's from. If it's from the hand, banish up to 2 random cards from opponent's hand. Or from field, banish up to 2 cards your opponent controls. From the graveyard, banish up to 2 cards from your opponent's graveyard. Never realized that's a quick play spell too, but the banishing stuff, that's never happened. Rose Nyx to special summon something, but Babushka is in defense. Spirit Charmers, ditch Pegrotops. And of course, Crystron player knows that's going to be lethal and Scoot. And the next matchup, looking at this hand, I'd say this is quite something. Terraforming, wonder what's field. Okay, Legend Ocean, so water-based. Legend Ocean. Fish Sonar. Met with Ash. Now, as for the Fish Sonar, add a level 7 or lower monster from deck to hand that mentions Umi in a card text or water normal. Then if Umi exists, which it is, always treat it as Umi. Special 1 water normal straight from your deck instead. Again, that's gonna get met with Ash. Warrior Villainous. Ditch him, get that Legend Ocean out. But no need because Legend Ocean's already there. Field spell, normal wind, special Renryu, Exige Shokan into Chidori, Bottom, yep, to the bottom of the deck it goes, but Droplet is a card. Big brain play is to detach Chidori just in case for the partnership maneuvers. Chidori go up to Drill Driver. Ice Barrier, make it 0 upon attack deck, effects negated, and cannot change battle position. Ice Barrier, Foolish Shing, Ocean Dragon Lord, Kyriushin. So Umi's strategy is what my opponent is on. And of course, I think I faced off against the Umi control one time over at my locals. Shoutouts to my homeboy Sean for doing so. And all I can say is games usually ended in ties sometimes, only because one of us never really had any answers to stop whatever the opponent is trying to do. So, as for the Umi strategies, Ocean Dragon Lord, Kyriushin. While Umi exists, which it is, each player can only control one face-up non-water monster. So in most cases, it's like a pseudo Gozen match of sorts, pseudo, because one or more water monsters you play and only one non-water face-up. During your main phase, add one card from deck to hand that is either Umi, Kyriushin Spell Trap, or 1C Stealth Spell Trap. Okay, that is extra good. And then hard ones. Specials Ocean Dragon Lord, Kyriushin's Dark Relief, or Dark Reef. Okay, so I was a little bit off there. Send one face-up Umi you control, Legend Ocean. Special summon up to 2 monsters with different names from your hand and or deck that mention Umi or water normals in defense. And if your opponent controls a monster, which I do, special any number of level 6 or lower water normals from hand or deck until the end of the next turn after this card effect resolves. You cannot special summon monsters except waters, hard ones. Ocean Dragon Lord over Drill Driver. Drill Driver, bring back wind. Dark Reef. Spirit Charmer's Chain, ditch evenly matched because we got cards. See Stealth Attack. Bring the Umi back. Grabs area. Set the partnerships. Or Awakening of the Possessed, excuse me. And then as for the other monsters, Electric Jellyfish, Mega Fortress Whale. Okay, so this is definitely the retrained Mako cards. So Mega Fortress Whale. Mega Fortress Whale. Umi exists. Activate this. All waters you control can direct attack. So a super buffed up Lily Bell type of an effect for waters. And then during your opponent's battle, as a quick effect, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, kill it. So spot removal on my battle, super nice. And then if this card on the field gets killed by battle or card effect, either add or special one water warrior from deck or graveyard. Electric Jellyfish. Send one Umi from hand, deck, or face up, field to the graveyard, special one water from your hand. When your opponent activates a monster, spell card, or the effect of a spell while Umi exists, as a quick effect, negate it, gain the extra 600 attack and defense. Each effect once. Flips up Awakening Spell. Electric Jellyfish. Attempt to negate. When exists, negates all from the field spell. Raigeki. Sea Stealth. Dodging the Kyriushin. Mega Fortress Whale? Whoa, wait a minute. General Wayne is a warrior? That's crazy, dog. I mean, now that I've thought about it, when it comes to General Wayne being a warrior, that's literally X-Saber Wayne in the artwork, but frozen. Spells and traps sent from the field to your opponent's graveyard are banished instead. Oh, what a jerk move. And then each effect once. If your opponent controls a monster and you control an ice barrier, free special, and then normal or special, add a ice barrier spell trap, including the name ice barrier, from deck to hand. General Wayne, getting another ice barrier. Normal area. Activates Fairy Tales. Win over Wayne. See Stealth. Attempts to destroy Win, but Awakening Spell is there in area with 2650, not realizing that she is indeed a water. Kyrie's Shin Search. Field Spell keeps the search away. Fires off Warrior Atlantis to summon said Ice Barrier and a pass. Win over Warrior of Atlantis. And I chose not to attack with area, knowing that my opponent has Ice Barrier set. Because if I do outright attack with area, he's going to make area become 0. I take the damage, she goes to the graveyard, and then there are no more non-waters for me to play face up as long as Umi and Ocean Dragon Lord exists together. So I chose to halt on the attack from area. Extravagance. Flips are unpossessed just in case. Tributes off area for Gamma Seal. Sea Stealth Attack. Ocean Dragon Lord kills Gamma Seal. Also forced to be face down because of Ocean Dragon Lord. Ocean Dragon Lord attempts. Sea Stealth escapes. Just so you know, even if you escape just to avoid the effect negation, it still doesn't work because negate the first monster effect that resolves each turn while I control a spellcaster 1500 defense, meaning it doesn't care where. Win over Ocean Dragon Lord. Sea Stealth Attack. Attempts to destroy. Awakening Spell is there. Now that Ocean Dragon Lord is killed, we are able to play this game again. Foolish Goods tossing Foolish Goods, for which, by the way, the card gets limited on April 30th. And then the Umi control player scooped. And this next matchup, looking at this hand, I'd say we're doing A-okay. Duality. Guru. Okay, so up against Subterrors. Fiendus. Lost Win. So Guru, Fiendus, Lost Win. Gets the Fiendus. That pretty much means he gotta have Guru. Yep. And a set. Spirit Charmers, ditch Dark Ruler because this is control board. There's the Ash. Normal Wind, Special Gigabyte, Special Renryu. Doesn't Guru supposed to... Oh, if you control another Subterra card just to, book. Okay, that makes sense. Gigabyte. Renryu. Igzy Shokan. For Lightning Chidori. Metaverse. I'm convinced Hidden City. Oh, straight to the hand. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense now that I thought about it. Because if you activate straight from the deck, you're not going to get the search offering a Hidden City. So, putting it to the hand, that definitely makes sense. Hidden City. Gets Fiendus. Another Guru in hand. Set. There's the Guru flipped. Getting Final Battle. And one set. Awakening Spell. There's the Fiendus. Booking the Guru. And we chose not to attack because Hidden City is a card. And then Final Battle, flip up the Guru, getting Nemesis Archer. Normal the Fiendus. Target Guru, put it face down, get another Guru, flip it up. Getting another Final Battle. Two Gurus. Uh-oh. Number 27, Dreadnought, Dreadnoid. At the end of the battle, if this card killed an opponent's monster by battle, which it would be doing, special summon from extra deck 1 rank 10 or higher, Machine XZ, by using this as material. Treat it as XZ summon. And then, if this face of card would be killed by battle or card effect, detach one instead. So, Dreadnought, Dreadnoid, attack Chidori. Now, as for the rank 10 or higher machines in 4 attribute events. Sky Palace Kangari Day, Sky Palace Babylon, Super Dora, Gustav Max, Juggernaut Libe. It cannot be Great Magnus or Zeus because this is 4 attribute events, and Zeus and Great Magnus are out of the question. So what rank 10 or higher Machine XZ, that what we're gonna see, that's literally any one of the 4 basic attributes. No. Gustav Max. Tay 2000. And Gustavo into Juggernaut. Spirit Charmers, ditch the partnerships. Grab Hida. Set the partnerships. Partnerships banished. Place back Awakening Spell. Normal Hida. Ladies and gentlemen, on April 30th, Instant Fusion will be banned. And if anyone has ever saw my YouTube post about the Instant Fusion debate, be sure to go vote from my channel and let me know what you guys think. Should I dismantle the instant fusion when the next format comes up, or keep the royal rares with the level 5 or lower effect fusion monsters. Again, check out the voting poll from my channel. You decide. Top deck instant fusion after the Awakening of the Possessed spell, which is clutched into Mud Dragon. Together, Geonator Transverser, Creature Swap, Juggernaut at 6,300 because of the Awakening spell. Final Battle, putting the Fiendish face down, saving itself. Juggernaut over the Gigabyte, and it's lethal. And this next matchup, this hand, good going second. Okay, so this is another loner deck to showcase, which is the Charmers. And keep that in mind, again, to those that are having loner decks, all I can say is, have fun with loner decks, and I'm supporting you guys to reach the max goal so you can get your grand prizes out the way. Spirit Charmers getting Hita Charmer, set the Partnerships Trap, Ida the Sun Magician, Special Zoroa face down for whatever the awkward reason, Special Inari Fire, together for a Greater Inari Fire, which does nothing on turn 1 because there's no monsters. Evenly matched. Activates partnerships. Okay, it's basically either A, kill evenly matched so that the opponent loses everything, or B, even if opponent were to set the Edia or Hita face down, you literally lose everything but one card. So it's either you kill or don't kill evenly matched. That's your choice right this minute. Specials to Ida face down. Loses everything but the Greater. Special tops and a hard pass, because if we kill Greater, opponent is going to get the search. Normal Hita. Okay, it was not Hita Link, but Subatus. Ditch Awakening Reaper. Greater get the search. Tops spot removal, Subatus. Spiritual Fire Art. And of course, the loner Charmer player scooped up. Again, to the loner decks out there, still supporting for you guys. Keep on working towards your goal. And this next matchup, looking at this hand, I don't know, man. Okay, so another loner deck, Flower Girl, Boss Vera, ditched for Full Bloom. Gets the Vera. Full Bloom. Duck, ditching Grand Tusk Dragon. And I believe one or two people that I know from Facebook mentioned this to me, but whoever mentioned Grand Tusk Dragon, shout outs to you on that one. Anywho, Grand Tusk Dragon, level 8, Earth Dragon, 14 attack, 24 defense, way too large for a defender. Normal or special, target up to 2 other cards anywhere on the field, kill them, extra 600 attack for each card destroyed. Hard ones. Grab the Sleeping Bear. Revive Grand Tusk Dragon. Don't know why he wants to kill the field spell, but Sleeping Bear, Ditching Bear, tossing out King Beast Barbaros, as well as reviving Flower Girl. Swings multiple monsters once each. Tribute monsters whose total levels equals 8 or more, special summon this, otherwise banish a Barbaros from grave or face up on the field. Target 2 cards your opponent controls, kill them. And based on this board state now, literally any Earth to revive are from Boss Vera, and both Flower Girl and Vera cannot be killed by card effects. Mind Control to Vera. Vera revive King Beast Barbaros. Vera, Mind Control Flower Girl. 2 together for Osa. Osa, steal the Flower Girl specifically because we are going to do the most specific big brain maneuvers that has ever going to pull off in history. So instead of Vera, we are going to revive the Flower Girl in attack mode specifically. Special Renryu, 2 together for Geonator Transverser. And then Geonator, swap the Flower Girl and King Beast Barbaros, and then reborn another monster, and then that's pretty much controlling the board, winning. I'm starting to think that Geonator is literally one of the best links in the extra deck ever, just to play around certain maneuvers. And of course, the next matchup, based off from the no extra deck clause, I'm smelling Monarchs without the light or darks, True Dracos, Monarchs or True Dracos tops, without Caius, Aether, Erebus, or Karaz, any of them. Okay, never mind. Turns out it's a Pacifist. So field spell is there. So whatever you do, here's a life learned lesson. You can still summon monsters. It's just do not trigger card effects in general. Doesn't matter where, because once it happens, a token is going to generate as a Water Worm, level 8, 2000 flat both ways. And on top of that, upon summoning, token included, get yourself a Phantasm Spiral card from deck to hand. Normal Renryu, attack for 15, and pass. Topped evenly, but we got a card. Renryu, attack for 15, and a hard pass. Normal to Ash. Ash and Renryu for Hita. Special Renryu. And that's even more damage. Yokozuna, Sumo Spirit. Monster ends up Pendulum Summoning, kick back to the hand. That's literally every single Pendulum Spirit's scale effects be do. And of course, as you noticed, never played any card or effect, no spells and traps, no monster effect triggers, nothing. And this next matchup, based off from his hand, let's see. Reasoning. My guess is Cosmo, Deskbots. No, it can't be Cosmo. It can't be Cosmo because they're lights and darks. So my guess is Deskbots. It can't be Witchcrafter because there is light, Hain is dark. So it can't be them. Not even Golem Aruru because she's a light. So it's either Deskbots or something else that I'm not aware of. But most cases, Ashing the Reasoning is the call. Oops. I forgot that Infernoids are a thing. Void Banishment activates. Banishment, ditch another copy. Getting Imagination. Activates Imagination. Banishing Deviati for Pyramide. And pass. And this hand, oh, goodness gracious. 3 Spirit Charmers. This hand is not what I had in mind. Spirit Charmers, ditch a copy. Gets Hita. Set the Awakening spell. And I know that this is a bonehead play. I literally just woke up. And all I can say is we all had tiresome moments like this. So I should have obviously flipped up the Awakening spell just to get the 1 draw card for that matter. But to be fair, I thought that one of those Infernoids does something upon negating or banishing it. So let me see Deviati just in case. Nope, it was monster effects. I was thinking of Onunku. So again, should have flipped this up before summoning Hita. I was legit tired as of late last night / early this morning to perform the usual scenarios. So obviously don't mind the bonehead plays. This should have been flipped up first before summoning the Hita for the extra 1 draw. Banishment sent, banish both Hita and Pyramide. And then board has been controlling. But that's okay, we get to make up for it. Spirit Charmers, grab area, set partnerships. Top decks unpossessed. Normal area. That is how you're supposed to do the usual scenario. Tops and area for lethal. And this next matchup, this hand, I think we can do some work. Okay, so any normal monster in general, what normals are we going to see? Metaphors. It's been a long minute about metaphors. So, Silver. Enchanting Fitting Room. What on earth is this? Pay 100, excavate the top 4, and special summon all excavated level 3 or lower normals after shuffle the rest back. Whoa. Okay, if this hits at least 2 of them, this is gonna be extra bad. Stealing. Squire. Okay, this is already bad. Volflame. Too high. Crusader. Oh, it is a lot worse. Ignite Metaphors. Two ignites for a heavy metaphor Electromite. And of course, noticing the ignites earlier, I was gonna say something about mentioning Isolde, but she's a light, so it can't be Isolde. But Electromite is by far better because pendulums. The two metaphors. 4 heavy metaphors amalgam. Link to Fire Psychic 2000 flat. 2 metaphors is what it takes to make it. 2 metaphors, of course. Send from Monster Zone to Graveyard or from a card effect specifically. Activate one of those. Target one metaphor, monster, or card you control. Metaphor monster, extra 1000 boost. And then Metaphor's card you control, kill it, and special this. Electromite, kill the Amalgam, get the Melcaster. Amalgam, hook up Electromite for the boost. Scale of Melcaster and Bismugear. Levels 2 through 7. Stealing, Silvered, and then Toon Warrior, Synchro Summoned, Metaphor Fusion. Mithrilium, courtesy of Metaphor and a Pendulum. Metaphor and a Pendulum. Still no leads yet, because this does nothing. Sync 9. No, 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 I am so screwed. Yo! Shatterfoil Shen. That's crazy, dog. And I was gonna say I am so screwed because anything that gets sent from field to graveyard ends up banished instead. So we gotta be very careful. Mithrilium. Special Silver. +1. Spirit Charmers. Ditch Partnerships. Grab Win. Set the Awakening spell. Flip it up. Normal Win. Drawn to Droll. Monster Reborn. The Mithrilium specifically. Even though I'm going to help out my opponent doing this, but win over Shen. Mithrilium over Electromite. 2 together. Win Link. Mithrilium for stealing. And the Shatterfoil Shen belongs to us. Pendulum Summon 1 to 2. Volflame and Crusader. So based off from this board state, anything that my opponent pops ends up banished because of Shen. So let's see. Opponent cannot do Underworld Goddess because she's a light. Opponent can't do literally any light or dark Link 4 shenanigans, which is broken. But otherwise, let's see what's the case. Oh shoot, I forgot Appaloosa's a card. Appaloosa over when Link getting Ranryu. I'm surprised my opponent didn't attack Shen all of a sudden. Well, to be fair though, it was gonna be either attack Shen just to make sure Wind's effect is gonna get negated by Appaloosa. Otherwise, based off of my hand advantage and field advantage, I would have ended up running over Appaloosa anyway. So, normal Hita drew into Change Your Heart, which is at 2 at the end of April. Shen, Appaloosa for lethal. Shatterfoil, Shen, and Appaloosa on the same board. That is crazy. And last but not least, off for this clip, this hand, I think we can do some wonders. Will. Special Speed Bison. Okay, I'm going to see something that's like maneuvers when it comes to Salamangreats, because most Salamangreat lists do not play Beat Bison ever. But at the same time, let's see what's up with Gazelle first of all. Okay, he's already at 3, so most Salamangreat players do not play Beat Bison unless I missed out on something. 3 or more Salamangreat monsters specifically, not cards, Salamangreat monsters. Special minis for hand and defense, and then target fire links in your graveyard up to the number of face-up cards your opponent controls, kick them back to the extra deck, and if you do, negate those effects. And as for Baylinks, doesn't he require level 4 or lower cyber, so no Baylinks offering the Beat Bison. And there's the Sanctuary. Yeah, I am so sorry to the Salamangreat player, but this is gonna be a lot worse. Evenly match. Solemn Judgment. Harpy's Feather Duster. There's the Roar in case of a Salamangreat Link monster exists. Okay, so that's pretty much of a what you call a bad opening for the Salamangreat player. But in fairness, I don't blame you. But otherwise, yeah, we just literally cleared this whole board by having Win out, followed by Ranryu, make Chidori, top this, and the game is already over. Also, by the way, I did look at the dailies earlier that same night. There is a possibility that in the next few videos I will also post the different decks to showcase for the event. So stay tuned for the deck profile of the Charmers in this 4 attribute event. Spirit Charmers, ditch the Dark Ruler, Awakening Spell, flip it up, normal win, drew into Reborn, special Ranryu, 2 wins for Chidori. Chidori top decks the Beat Bison. And the whole board is cleared. Okay then, the 4 attribute deck profiles for you guys. Alsa, Area, Hita, Win. 4 of them. Nothing else to say. And then Nefarious, Inari, Gigabyte, 3 Renryu, and the honorary Awakening of the Possessed, Nefarious or Archfiend, or in most cases I call it Reaper from OCG name, of course. And then Pegartops, going second of course. 2 Ghost Bell, 2 Ash, 2 Droll. And then traps first, because there is a shortage amount of traps I play. 3 possessed partnerships, 1 unpossessed, triple evenly matched, Shatterfoil, breakthrough skill. And then the spells, 3 copies of Spirit Charmers, Feather Duster, Raigeki, Fairy Tale Tales, Awakening Spell, just 1, Field Spell, 2 Dark Rulers, Mind Control, Monster Reborn, Change of Heart, and soon to be banned Instant Fusion, for which, by the way, this Instant Fusion is actually going to be a copy of Ready Fusion as a substitute card, and the substitution card off from Mud Dragon Up the Swamp, it is going to be Musician King, because Musician King is a fusion spellcaster whose defense is 1500. So that actually that is for ranked duels, specifically ranked duels for the Musician King. That is for ranked duels specifically, because the only thing I noticed is that Musician King is a light, so even though he doesn't count in the attribute event, Musician King is a light spellcaster specifically for ranked duels. He is going to be my Ready Fusion target only because Possessed Partnerships is a card. So what that also means is late game setup, you can also bring back the Musician King to interrupt your opponent's plays, as well as your field spell to prevent the first monster effect from doing anything, which is absolutely nice, specifically for ranked duels. So this Instant Fusion is going to be Ready Fusion, and then Ready Fusion is going to be Musician King. The rest of the extra deck is pretty much straightforward and basic. Bahamut Shark spits out Tri-Edge Levia. Levia came up once and the card is clutched. Chidori, this is the best XZ in the extra deck, no questions asked. Heartland Draco, Gagaga Samurai, both of those did not come up at all. Babushka, I think this was made once throughout the whole entire 4 attribute event. Drill Driver, this card kills people. Nightmare Phoenix, this was made either 1 or none of it ever comes up. And then Cross Sheep, it did not come up at all, unfortunately. Geonator Transverser, not counting the Charmers, this is the best Link monster in my extra deck because creature swapping is absolutely bananas, and you get to make up even more lines with the stolen monster, or just to push for damage, and it causes to end games. And then the 4 Charmer Links, shouldn't need to say anything about it. Hita, Win, Alsa, Area. And with that being said, this is James Polk on this Attribute 4 deck profile of Charmers. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you haven't already, hit that notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And we will keep this event going.